Good morning. Welcome to another Q&A with Caleb Martin here at QuickTrade, and today we're going to be interviewing Louis Tshakoana. Okay, welcome here this morning. Okay, how's your Monday going?
Very well. Thank you for having me.
Absolute pleasure. Let me ask you, do you mind just sharing with everybody just a story that you shared with me earlier about 12 years ago? Where did your interest in trading start?
Well, before trading started, I just want to get to that. I started when I was 16 years old. I wrote a letter to a guy called Sir Richard Branson. He created this thing called Virgin Active. Everybody knows him for the gyms.
Yes.
But I wrote a letter to him. I said I want to help out the youth of South Africa, and I want to, take them out of poverty, and I want them getting active and healthy. And he loved the letter so much, he gave me 2 million rand of the gym equipment and 500,000 in cash. And that's my first foray into business. And just shortly after that, I was introduced by my dad to a seminar by Stock Market College, and Hartis was hosting a seminar teaching people about how to become wealthy and maintaining their wealth in terms of trading on the financial markets. So I had a bit of cash on the side from the deal with Richard Branson, so I went in and I was looking into learning how to become a professional trader, and it was just one of those awesome things that I experienced at a young age.
Fantastic. And let me ask you, so how long have you been trading?
I've been trading for about, you could say now it's 12 years.
Okay, fantastic. So 12 years. And how long did it take to become profitable? When did you become profitable?
Yeah, for me it was an interesting story because I got into the Forex game in a pretty different way. Apart from learning from the Stock Market College, I was an intern at a Swiss bank called UBS in Sandton.
Okay.
So they do personal wealth management and high net worth individuals managing their funds. So I actually got to learn more about the secrets of trading strategies from the Swiss in terms of working as an intern there. And it became a really awesome thing because I got to learn the strategies from the perspective of learning from the bank and managing large amounts of money with the bank on behalf of clients. Okay. So that is how I was able to learn the cool strategies on how I could do it for myself. So I started with about $10,000 in terms of trading my own money. And it took me about a good 3 to 6 months before I started getting really, really good at trading. I just believe I have a natural, talent to trade. Just see the numbers and it makes sense to me.
Fantastic. And when you started out, what was the motivation? Why did you start? Was it on the one hand dealing with such high net worth clients that you saw the lifestyle they lived, or is there something else I don't know about? What could it be that got you interested?
Yeah, it was also not only about the lifestyle and the material stuff, but also about generating wealth for my family, generating wealth and having the skills and the knowledge to help others, to teach others.
So you saw it as a platform to then help other people?
Yes, obviously, because we come from a previously disadvantaged background. I did a deal with Richard Branson regarding the fitness side, and now I wanted to do the same with the financial side. So I just wanted to get the knowledge, get the experience, and do it the right way. No shortcuts, and then obviously pass on the knowledge to the next generation or the guys who are on the same level with me, my peers.
Okay. Yeah. And is there anything that's happened in your past that you're so focused on equipping people with that knowledge?
I think, I went to the Branson Center of Entrepreneurship as well. So I'm very good friends with Richard Branson, and whenever he comes to South Africa, I get to meet him. And he told me about launching an entrepreneurship school called the Branson Center of Entrepreneurship. And he did that he opened it in Braamfontein. So when he did that, it was just like that mindset that Branson has. He thinks about being a social entrepreneur just rather than being a capitalist. Okay. So social entrepreneurship, I think, is the next big trend in terms of, they say if you want to be a millionaire, help 1 million people. If you want to be a billionaire, help 1 billion people. Okay. So I believe in that methodology, and I learned that from the Branson Center of Entrepreneurship.
That's awesome, and we need more people like you. If I may ask, with your trading experience, have you used other brokers? Have you used many brokers?
Yeah. Okay. I've used pretty much every broker you can think of. I've worked with the likes of IQ Option. I worked with the likes of IC Markets. I worked with FX Pro. I worked with XNS Markets.com. I worked with a bunch of FXCM, all the different brokers.
What did you experience with them?
Different experiences. Some of the brokers obviously did not so good of an experience because they would trade against me and stuff like that. And then obviously they would see how much volume I was doing. And a lot of them, I helped them bring on a lot of the younger guys on board. We made a lot of money in terms of IBs and all that stuff, but it was more about introducing people into the Forex industry, and a lot of the youngsters have made money right now. We're the ones who started this thing of driving the convertibles and branding the cars and wearing the Louis Vuitton belts and, you know, going into the market driving flashy cars. So we created the trend, and then now everybody's benefiting from it, and we're starting to see the results of all the youngsters. And right now I'm more focused on being behind the scenes and empowering the next generation of multimillionaire Forex traders.
Fantastic. And why Stock Market College and QuickTrade? What are some of the things that you look for in a broker?
Yeah.
If you've got this vision, it's important to know that it's also protected.
Yeah.
So what are some of the things that you look for in a broker that make you feel safe and secure, and why QuickTrade and Stock Market College?
The first thing that attracted me to Stock Market College, especially even 12 years ago, was the fact that if you did a course with Stock Market College, you would get accreditation. You would get a certification of completion, and you would get credits that you could attach to, you know, furthering your education in the space. So it's very important if you just, like, for instance, coming out of matric and you want to go into a professional side of trading, you could start off with a Stock Market College course, and obviously you could expand and go into banking and other things just the same way I did. So it's very important for the youth to go in that direction. It's very important to be working with people who are accredited and licensed and respected by the government. And that's also the second reason why I work with QuickTrade as a broker, is because they have a license, they're FSCA licensed, which means that they're not going to just take my money and run away. It's a place that I can trust. It's a place where I know that they have to be held accountable by the regulatory authorities. So also being able to withdraw my money quickly. You know, sometimes you need to do something urgently, and if you want to be able to withdraw your money now, it's very important. And I think that's the whole philosophy around QuickTrade and what I've experienced with them. And I think that's what attracts me to a broker. Yeah, is the ability to have quick withdrawals, regulatory framework, and also good customer support. I've been able to meet the owner of QuickTrade and Stock Market College, and I don't feel like it's like I have to go through 3 PAs to get to a hold of him. So it's very important to have that customer relationship, knowing that I come from a wealth management background. I know the very important aspect of that, of being able to have access to my clients, or, you know, if I'm a client, being able to access the company and the heads of the company.
So do you then say, listening to what you're saying,
Yeah.
you as a client felt you got the same type of service as what you would have got in a wealth management setup?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like QuickTrade is more like a Swiss bank for the little guys, you know. And the fact that I'm still using QuickTrade, it means that it's very important. 12 years later, that the relationship is solid and it's there, and we've never had any bad blood between us throughout that whole journey. So it's been just good vibes.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Can you please give me 2 things you would like to achieve personally, and 2 things that you would like to achieve through your journey for the people out there? So just 2 personal goals you would like, and then 2 things that you would love for people to gain from your story and inspiration.
I think the main thing is right now, the reason why I've partnered with QuickTrade and Stock Market College is we want to produce 10,000 Forex millionaires, young people between the ages of 19 and 21. And we want to produce children or youth who are going to take Africa out of poverty. We want to use Forex as the instrument and the tool that is going to empower the economy. Right now, we're going through a financial crisis because of COVID-19. And we know that a lot of the youth are sitting at home and they're wondering, they're stressing, what are they going to do? And their parents are also stressing where they're going to take the kids to school and how they're going to, you know, get the kids jobs. Well, right now, Forex is a self-employment opportunity. You don't need to apply for a job. You can start with $100 and start trading and make millions. So it's one of the goals that I have, to produce 10,000 young people who we can educate and train them to become Forex traders. And then the second goal would be to make them millionaires and to keep them millionaires, because it's easy to make $1 million, but how do you maintain it? So mentoring them. You know, I've been a millionaire for over 10 years, and I feel like I have the knowledge and experience that I can pass down for free to the young people. And it's all about them taking it seriously, not being lazy.
Okay. Well, what I like about you sitting here today is I think a lot of the time access isn't easy. So how do they get access to you? Where can they reach you?
Yeah, I think all the platforms, just search for me on social media, Twitter, Instagram. You can search me on Facebook.
So what are
Louis
your
Jr.
handles, if you don't mind?
Yeah,
You
Louis
share
Jr.
with everyone.
Tshakoana, all across the board. YouTube as well.
Okay.
I've got about 200,000 followers on Instagram, 20,000 on YouTube, 20,000 on Telegram, and Twitter got 4,000, and then Facebook I've got 1 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any last thing that you want to say to your audience? Put it that way. One parting sentence.
Never give up. You know, you don't need a lot of money to start Forex. You just need to have the drive. You need to have the passion to take yourself out of poverty. I mean, I always look at it this way: to be broke is painful. To be rich is painful. Choose your pain.
I like that. Thank you.